Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Rufus Johnson, and I'm here with another review reaction, so to speak. But this one touches close to my heart because I'm a music teacher. I teach high school currently, but I've been teaching in the teaching profession in the public school system for approximately 18 years. So I would say I will have a lot of experience with dealing with different students, personalities, skill levels, nerves, all of that. So I deal with it every day, even to this day. I just was at work and I'm dealing with it every day with students. So this is a video by Jacquees. He is a popular R&B singer, very, very new school, new age singer. Definitely was really popular a couple years ago. My students had me listening to a lot of his stuff a lot. And so I'm here just to observe what's going on. If he was one of my students, some of the things that I would tell him. This was from a few days ago. I've been seeing it on social media, but I hadn't seen the entire video. So this is him singing at the Staples Center for the Laker game, maybe 2 or 3 days ago. He sang the national anthem. Now, this is a song I have performed many times myself. I've done it for different football games, homecomings, basketball games, things of that nature. It is a very tough song to sing. Most people sing it a cappella. So there's a few things that you really have to have in order to be able to do this and do it well. So I'm just going to kind of watch and observe and kind of give him some pointers. It's not my intention to hate on this man at all. I would consider myself a professional singer, and I've never sung in front of 20,000 people at the Staples Center. So hats off to him, man. It's not something that's easy to do, and you definitely it's a hard song to sing. So I'm just here to kind of watch, critique, give my opinion on things that I might have done differently, or if I were his teacher, or could rehearse with him, things that I would tell him to do. So without further ado, let's check it out. Here we go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Okay. All right. So a couple things already. He's in the key of. He's in the key of B major. So when I typically sing this, I usually sing it a half step up in the key of C. The thing about the national anthem is you have to think about not the beginning. You have to be prepared for the "And the Rocket's Red Glare." That's the high point of the song. That's really usually where people mess up. So you have to find a balance in your key. You got 12 keys to choose from. So you have to really sit at the piano and do your work and sing it in a couple of different keys to find out which one is the best one for you. And you've got to practice it enough to get it where you can remember that and recall that key on command, or have a phone or something and be able to, tap out the note or something beforehand. So he chose the key of B. I would normally sing it a half step up because that's more better for me. If I start too low, my voice is going to bottom out. If you go too high, you won't be able to hit the "And the Rocket's Red Glare." So another thing that I kind of noticed early at the beginning,
Oh, say.
he like "oh say," like holding out those vowel sounds. Whenever you are singing, you need to hold vowel sounds. And he did "oh say." You don't really supposed to do that. You need to do "oh say," like really hold that out and make that really pretty. So he's doing a lot of extra like huffing and puffing versus steady breath control. Some of that could be nerves and some of that could be bad habits. So I'm not sure which one it is quite yet. So let's go. Here we go again.
Oh, say, can you see?
All right, there. See. So to stay in tune, it's a muscle memory thing. It's not easy to stay in tune like that. It's something you really have to work at. Oh, say, can you see? You see how I perk up when I sing that? It's just, I don't know why I do it. But if you want to think higher, you have to raise your center of gravity, raise your shoulders, raise your eyebrows, stand up straighter. Sometimes if I'm standing, I'll stand on the ball of my feet. You have to be almost feeling regal, you know what I mean? So that kind of helps you get away from some of the flat notes and the nerves that are inevitably going to happen when you get in situations like this. Let's keep going.
By the dawn's.
I wouldn't have done that. By the dawn. I wouldn't have done that. By the dawns. I would have done it that way, more that way. But that some of the newer style of singers, it's like the auto-tune is. It's like you used to hearing auto-tune where the notes are disconnected. So that's how you try to sing and emulate that live.
early light.
Early light. That's a 7-1. Da 7-1. It's a pet peeve of mine when people miss that because you have to practice to get that right and sing it a cappella.
What so proudly we held.
I would have kept it straight the first time because as an artist, as a singer, you're trying to keep it straight. You're trying to tell a story. You're trying to take the listener on a journey, and you're trying to take them somewhere. You got high points. You got points where you're going to kind of give them some tricks. But if I'm trying to establish the melody of the song, I'm not going to take those kind of risks. I'm going to take my time, and I pick my spots where I want to do the runs. And I definitely want to make sure that I have a bag of tricks that's in my pocket that I know the fundamentals of singing. And then if I want to take a risk like that, I know my bag of tricks. I know what I can do and what I can do. Because you don't want to be in front of a stage of this many people taking risks that are unnecessary that you can't nail.
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars.
Sounds like nerves, which I understand, for sure.
Perilous fight.
I would have I would have not have breathed through that. I would have just did that in one breath. Through the perilous fight. I would have done it more like that, I think.
Or the ramparts we watched.
To me, if just that clip right there, just looking at his vowel placement in his mouth, I would open up more so of a tall vocal. Or the ramparts we watched. It's more of a mature sound versus it sounds more wide than tall. My students will laugh at me because I tell them that all the time.
Ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regulate.
All right, so right there, that's what I'm talking about. You got to be ready to go there. That's what the key. You pick the key based on that part of the song, because the glare, you got to be able to go up there and get that. I also would have held the glare. Sometimes as singers, I know we do a lot of runs and riffs as a security measure because we're insecure about how we're singing. Could be. Not saying it's him, but I know me. Sometimes I do runs on high notes to run down off of them because I'm insecure about hitting a note. I'm afraid of something. Fear is the killer of your performance, man. You cannot be afraid. You've got to be in the lab by yourself, in the mirror, in the shower, on the toilet, whatever. You have to be practicing so that you know the fundamentals. So when you get out in front of people and the nerves do hit, because they're going to hit, you still have enough skill and fundamentals. You know what you're going to do. So believe me, I still get nervous to this day. I mean, it does not. If you don't get nervous, something's wrong.
The bombs bursting in air gave proof through
I like he
the
held the air.
night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that
It looks like he need to be breathing more. Like I can't see the breathing or sense it.
Yet wave o'er the land.
So that wave, you can hear the people, a couple of people back there. That's one of the clinchers. That wave, you want to kind of pick a spot to do something dope on wave, and then on free, this next line. Banner, yeah, wave. Clinch. Something like that. Just have a couple of options that you can go to, and then free.
End of the free.
That's similar to something that I've done. I've done that where I've run off of that note before, but you just got to make it clean. It can't fall apart at the end. You got to make sure you land the plane, have the support and breath on the front end to last you till you get to the end.
And the home of the brave.
I like the holding the note at the end. That was pretty good. All right, man. So that's really it. So I just wanted to do a quick thing about it. I think I want him to, I want to commend him and encourage him to keep doing it, man. Just practice. Get a vocal coach if you need one. And just practice, man. Practice breathing. Practice warming up. Practice breath control. The fundamentals are what's going to help you in the game. It's not about a bunch of tricks and a bunch of runs and riffs. The runs and riffs will be there if you know your fundamentals. So that's all I got for y'all today. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy Rufus Johnson. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you know when I'm posting new videos. Leave some comments and start a discussion in the comments, y'all. Like I said, I'm not trying to hate on this brother. He's doing something that I haven't done before, so I'm just trying to help in any kind of way and critique anybody who's a singer out there trying to get better in any way. So with that being said, y'all, signing off. Peace. Have a good one.